Let's go look at some Reddit. Specifically, entitled parents. Alright, you read some and I'll read some.
Alright. I'm not good at reading, but I'll try.
How dare you hold my son, you pedophile? I just saved your son's life.
Pedophile.
When I was 16, I'm 20 now for context, I used to work at a very local hotel since so just dropped out of 6th form, the British version of a stage before college. I took on a lot of roles and it was extremely hard work, unsociable hours, god-awful pay, and harsh management. After working there for about a year, the general manager came up to me and offered me some hours down in our leisure area, which I graciously accepted, as any simple-minded desperate for money person would. This leisure center was composed of a pool, small gym, jacuzzi, etc. Let me tell you, to work down, there was no small task. It was hot for us Brits. 40-degree heat is kinda nasty, especially with the workload on your shoulders.
40-degree. Whilst on shift downstairs, you were in charge of maintaining the pool, cooking, cleaning, taking calls, providing show for potential members, and stuff like that. We offered a range of memberships to best suit most people, ranging from families to what?
Pensioners?
Pensioners. Fancy talk. Living off their pensions. Now then, the fun part. It was a very hot day, so I'm talking sweat everywhere. I was going about my duties of mopping the floor by the jacuzzi when I make out a small kid looking through the windows, face and hands pressed against the glass, which I about polished 10 minutes prior. No biggie. We were kids once, and notice he was someone. Crap. He was with someone, so I stopped what I'm doing and head to the reception desk to greet them.
I was greeted by the full Monty Karen herself. Needs no explanation, so I smiled, said hi, and asked how I could help. You be me.
Alright.
Can you let us in? Charlie, not a real name, wants to swim.
That's fine, madam. Are you staying at the hotel?
No. In a time they made it sound like I insulted her intelligence.
Okay. Are you a member?
Of course not. Your prices are too ridiculous.
No, I've dealt with a lot of shiz in the West working here, so an attitude nearly really fazed me. I'm awfully sorry, madam, but your leisure facilities are for guests and members only.
Are you effing serious? Do you know how far I've driven to be here? I'm meeting my friends upstairs in the lounge in literally 10 minutes.
I clocked that earlier, then she said.
I clocked that earlier, she said. Can you let us in? Which plays a key part as I put the pieces together towards the end. After a bit of back and forward and a lot of cursing in my direction, she finally left with the kid vowing she'd have my job for this. Everyone says that, but they never follow through, I thought. So I carried on about my business, sweating, cleaning, cooking, looking after the regulars who knew me very well as the night slowly came to a close. So by now everyone is either getting changed to leave or have already left, so the pool is silent along with everyone else. So I'm in the gym, wiping down the equipment when I hear a random sploosh. So I turn around and head out to the poolside, where I see a fully clothed kid sinking to the bottom of the deep end whilst trying to get air. My instincts kick in, and I'm in the water in seconds. I dive under, pull him up, and check that he's all okay. He's crying, of course. He didn't mean to do what he did. He just wanted to swim. Fun fact, he couldn't. All the commotion attracts the attention of the regulars still around, who give me a hand in calming the kid down, when all of a sudden,
BOOM! BOOM!
I can hear from even the poolside. EM drink in hand, red-faced and primed for action. Get your effing hands off my kid, you pedo! He continues to march over to me.
I beg your pardon.
EM attempts to straight up swing for me when I'm telling her kid. Luckily, the regulars step in and keep her from trying to maul me. He just wanted to swim, and you were just gonna let him drown?
Right, I explained to you quite clearly earlier, and there isn't even a policy on the wall. which states children under 12 must be supervised. That policy was one of the saving grace so I had during this. It literally in a frame in the front desk so it's clear for all.
Start guiding this poor kid back to his mom before she attempts another swing. Even almost tried to throw her glass at me. You touch my son again and my fiance will effing kill you!
By this time, the duty manager in the station at the time was downstairs by my side. We'll call him Jack. Jack explains that she really had to leave. She was causing a public disruption to the flow of business and threatening staff. Never went down well.
I'm not leaving until you sack that piece of S you call staff!
Well, you'll be here a long time, but it would help improve the situation if you happily explain your behavior to the police who have been called during this period.
Well, that was it. All wide-eyed and tipsy, she yanked Charlie away and stumbled off in a quick-paced march to her fellow Karen troop, who were waiting for her at the entrance, and they vanished super fast. Jack checked that I was okay and if I was good in closing up and everything, to which I replied yeah and continued closing. The regulars wished me well and brought me in a box of chocolates and a crate of beer the following evening. We had that sort of relationship where we all knew what each other liked. I handed in my notice a few months after that because the money just wasn't good enough, and crap like that was becoming all too common. But this story always crops up every now and again during story time. Moral of the story, don't work in the hotel industry. So, I'd say that, Entitled Parent was not very good at all. Like, could you imagine?
This happens every time. Their kid's gonna die or something. They save them from life, and then they're just like, he's gonna rape my son!
Like, what the heck?
Happens every time.